What do we got next? Oh my god, what the fuck is this? God, I honestly don't remember half the vids you guys recommended to me. So, world's largest Beyblade, powered by a chainsaw. By I Did a Thing. Damn, Tim, it was 4 years ago? Okay. What the fuck is this? Okay. I don't know what to expect. But all them digits are way too close to that fucking thing in the thumbnail for me.
This video is sponsored by Keeps.
The fuck is Keeps?
How you going? This video is sponsored by Keeps.
I hate that.
How you going? So, a couple of months ago, I realized I had too many legs.
What a start to a fucking video. What? What do you mean you have too many legs? A crazy Australian guy that keeps getting the cops called on him? Oh my fucking god. I mean, you gotta be crazy to get the cops called on you in Australia, because they out there, like, fist fighting fucking kangaroos, and, you know, their neighbors are ginormous spiders. So... The cops have to supervise? Oh, shit. Oh my god.
And to fix this,
now wait a
I
minute.
made this, a giant Beyblade out of a 3-foot wide circular saw blade, which was meant to be powered by this lawnmower and be powerful enough to rip apart a whole house.
The duck and run.
This didn't happen, and the only thing I smashed were the expensive drug-growing light bulbs of a Chinese triad. But you guys have obviously done this before, and had some pretty good suggestions on how I could make the Beyblade more powerful. So today, I'm going to listen to you and finally lose that leg.
You're so fucking stupid, I can't. Oh my god.
Alright, the first thing I need to do is clean the Beyblade, as who would have known that if you leave your giant Beyblade outside in the rain, that it gets rusty? Not me.
Yeah, that's good. What? You can stop spraying it with a hose now.
I'm very tempted to leave it rusty and just paint over it, but I need to remove at least some of the rust in order to weld.
A boat that was powered by fish? What?
So I just used a grinder and my shirt and rubbed it a bunch of times until a decent amount of rust came off. Which should now be clean enough to weld on. So this is
I feel like he's like the definition. Like, this is just a first impression I'm getting. Like, he's the definition of what happens when you have a deadly combo of boredom and some weird ass intrusive thoughts.
Suggestion comes in, and that's to add massive thick blades similar to real Beyblades that stick out a couple of inches from
I actually
the side.
miss those.
As previously, when it made contact
Do they
with
still
an
make
object,
those?
the blade gently sawed through it, just like a sawmill blade is meant to do, which I don't want. I want it to smash things, sending them flying towards me. And to achieve this, I picked up these 3-pound pieces of scrap metal, which I'll attach on top.
They still
and
make them?
I need
Cool.
them to be even in weight.
I used to have like a whole little arena area thing.
And this one is 1 gram more. So when I cut them, I just need to remember to
I actually
cut
think,
slightly more off this one.
I actually think my like Beyblade stuff it got like destroyed when the basement flooded. So much shit got ruined.
I mean this one.
Bruh, not having them little feetsies out.
Now that they look a little more appropriate
while he's doing that shit, what the
I
hell?
need to figure out the right place to put them.
Boy,
so
you
that
need
the
to cover
blade
up.
is evenly weighted. So I just drew some lines and randomly moved the bars around on top until the blade manages to stand up on its own. And I don't know if this means it'll be evenly weighted when it spins, but at least it
doesn't
looks
surprise
good in
me,
this
Yomi.
position. Then I just whipped out the welder and put
Oh
down
my
some
god.
tacks. then welded the bars lightly in place. Now, they should be stuck on enough
my
to not
eyeballs.
fly off. So let's give it a kind of slow test to see what happens.
That is pretty good.
And it wobbles, but I don't really care, as long as it stays upright enough, as I'm sure that these bigger blades are definitely going to give it more destructive power. So I just welded on the blades permanently. And a lot of you are always giving me crap for my weld, but take a look at this, Brian.
That's not actually bad.
And if you don't think so, I will 1v1 you in a weld-off, alright? All I need to do
not
now is make
1v1
sure
in a
it's
weld-off.
able to deliver this new power.
You know, that's probably, honestly, that's probably a thing. I wouldn't be surprised. Because there's, like, actually a lot of things, like, weirder than that are, like, legit competitions in some places. So it would not surprise me if there's weld-offs.
Comes in, which is to give it a rubber tip so that the Beyblade is more grippy, meaning it will walk around the room, as last time it just spun around in one spot and was super depressing. I do have 100 rubbers I could put on the tip, but I reckon a better
my
option
fucking
is
God.
this industrial rubber dip glue. Now, you may have noticed that when I was cleaning the rust off, I decided not to clean the tip, and that's not because I'm lazy, it's because I reckon the extra friction will help the rubber dip glue stick to the metal. And this rubber dip gluey stuff is
ain't got
super
no other tool but a
underrated.
fork.
It's extremely useful, fun, and easy to apply. Fork isn't grippy enough? Dip it in rubber glue. Allen key isn't grippy enough?
Really?
Rubber glue.
Bruh.
Actually, maybe it's me that isn't grippy enough.
Don't do it. Bruh. 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 What the fuck? Bruh. Don't be giving, like, these fucking TikTokers and YouTubers and shit ideas, alright? They're very willing to put shit down their gullet for a view, okay? Don't be giving them fucking ideas. This is what happens when you don't take your meds, kids. Or too much of them. Bruh. I... Really? Really? What even is fucking happening right now?
Yeah, alright.
Damn, that's it. You know that gave him a fucking
Now, for a
wedgie.
bunch of coats, the rubber glue is stuck on the tip hard, which should make the Beyblade grip the ground more. So I just gave it a couple of coats of paint in grey and yellow, and a big kiss, and now it looks perfect. Which brings me to your last actually helpful suggestion, which was to use a device that has a clutch to spin the Beyblade. And there are two things I have at home that have a clutch. One is used to wash clothes, and the other is used to cut trees. So my family's just gonna have to find a new way to wash clothes, as I'm gonna borrow the chainsaw for a couple of days.
What?
My plan is pretty
What the
simple.
fuck?
I'm just gonna take apart the chainsaw.
Listen, honestly,
I suck.
I would believe Australia would wash their fucking clothes with a fucking chainsaw. I would honestly fucking believe.
Then all I need to do is attach a pipe to this clutch with some walls on the side, and then attach the rope to the pipe.
Like, it
So when I
just
turn
gives
the
extra
chainsaw
power
on, it winds
to get
the
off
rope up at
the
high speed.
spider
And
guts.
hopefully, because I have a clutch, I'll be able to start winding it slowly without ripping the rope like last time.
Cable just ripped. Far out.
Okay, now the first thing I got to do is weld this pipe to the second clutch that I bought.
Non-stick. Oh.
And I thought I was going to be able to do it with this stick welder, but I welded right through the pipe. Which doesn't matter that much in this spot, but I can't afford to do that up on the thinner sections of the metal. So instead of having to learn and actually improve my stick welding skills, I just bought this dwarf welder, sorry, which is super easy to use.
Bruh.
And after practicing on some scrap metal and creating this weird looking dog, it's time to do it on the real thing. And to make the side plates, I'm using this thick sheet metal that I found, which I'm going to cut some circles out of using this circular hole saw. And to do that, first
He also tried to make a basket for your car to catch people you run over. Ironically, that'd probably sell well.
I need to rearrange the belts on my drill press so that it's turning at the slowest speed it can, which is suitable for cutting metal. But after cutting out the circles with this hole saw, I think this metal is a little too thick and heavy, which might
Listen, I'm
actually
just
cause
getting
the
the
pipe to
impression
bend.
you probably shouldn't use his video as a how-to, is what I'm getting, because I think some parts he's showing just aren't quite right. Definitely not. Yeah, this is definitely not a how-to video, that's for sure.
And fly off into my head at high speed. So I just cut the piece of metal straight down the middle to create two thin pieces. Then I just cut another hole so that I can put the pipe in the middle of the metal. And now to weld it. And if I stuff up this weld, I'll have to order a new clutch, which takes a couple of weeks to arrive, meaning this video is going to be super delayed. But I guess you already know if that's happened or not. So I just said some prayers.
No, I don't. I'm watching this years later, so. Bruh. That rug probably cost like $1,000.
And began to weld.
It's so wild how fucking expensive rugs are.
Welding
drama.
with the midge welder is definitely much easier. You kind of just point and click, and then it welds. Almost like a hot glue gun, but for metal.
My fucking eyeballs.
And it's really not pretty, especially since the plates have kind of deformed and warped so much from the heat.
Far out.
But it's nothing some pliers can't fix. And you know, I definitely wouldn't hire me as a welder either, but this should still work, which at the end of the day is all that matters. Okay, now I just need to make...
Yeah, like, I get if it's expensive, if it's like handcrafted. That I get. But mass-produced shit? No. You don't be getting to charge the prices of handcrafted when it was made in a fucking factory.
a guide for the rope so that it only wraps around the
The
pipe, not the
audacity.
chainsaw and me. So to do that, the first thing I need to do is take off the guide that I've already got on there as I'm filming this out of order. And then I can put it back together. So this guide just uses 2 bolts with some aluminium pipe on them, which should spin, allowing the rope to easily pass through. And even if the pipe doesn't spin, the aluminium is pretty slippery and hopefully won't cut the rope. So now there's nothing left to do but shove in this little snap ring,
Yeah,
which
this
is
is definitely
the only thing
not
securing this
a
heavy
how-to
pipe
video.
to the chainsaw. And then oil it up, and now let's give it a test and see if the chainsaw survives and stays together.
Oh god. That is fucking terrifying.
Whoa. What the heck? It rotated the clutch brake out. Why the heck did I put that on? That's hilarious. And it was vibrating so much that it popped the clutch brake clean off. So I'm going to try again with no brakes.
Oh no. What the fuck was that?
Flung something else off this time, but it did seem to rotate alright, so I kept that missing part off and decided to test it outside. Alright, let's see how well it pulls a 2-litre milk bottle across my yard. And I didn't realize how terrifying it would be having a milk bottle flying towards me across my yard.
The absolute fear. That's when he gets afraid, when the milk bottle is coming at him.
Now also have a quick and easy way of getting milk out of the fridge.
Oh no. You know me, 100%. This is like the bullshittery you'd get up to if you're allowed in that fucking machine shop. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Like, you would definitely be getting him up to like some fucking shenanigans that would have the police called.
So now I'm just going to combine all of these new elements and head back to the dealer's house to hopefully smash some stuff.
Home sweet home, huh?
Feels good to be back.
I just forget how much stuff we've moved here. Like this mattress, was that there? Oh, we moved it there so we could jump on it.
Did we put that metal bit hanging down?
No. I mean, they didn't touch our claw, did they?
Well, let's go find out.
Did they touch our claw?
I can't remember whether I'm meant to feel what emotion I'm meant to feel. We're meant to be scared going into a Chinese drug dealer's house.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I missed it. I feel like I've spent so much time here and really gotten to know the place.
We cleaned it up a bit. You could barely walk through here.
No, we did a good job here, didn't we?
Oh.
Let's go see if the claw is still there.
Oh man, I hope if someone touched that claw.
No, absolutely no way. The claw is still here.
So he legit like
really
owns a
just on
fucking
stuff.
he owns a fucking drug dealer's house that was raided by the cops. Like, does he own it or does he just fucking use it? I don't know which would be more wild, honestly.
Can you imagine though, if you went on holiday, you went away from your house, and you came
Own
back
is a
and
strong
just
word, more like
installed
borrows. Gotcha.
I think
Gotcha.
on holiday is a euphemism for someone going to jail for producing drugs, but sure. Oh, it'd be disgusting. I'd be very scared.
I would just pack up and move.
Well, if I had the money, I'd pack up and move. If I didn't, I'd probably just become an insomniac.
And for those who don't know, last time I made the Beyblade, I came to this house as I knew it was abandoned, and I knew I could wreck it. But what I didn't know, that it was previously used by a Chinese triad to grow weed. And luckily the dealers had not come back and touched our claw that we made.
Oh, it's cool that it's not actually this that's shaky. It's the original plank on the roof.
Why is that cool? Why is it cool that the roof's gonna fall down, not the thing I built?
You did a good job making this. It's very sturdy.
Okay. That would actually suck. I mean, if the whole roof fell down, I can just move this to a different one.
How the roof fall down. It's dusty in here.
You alright?
Yeah, I've got dust in my face.
Maybe you're high, man. Maybe you're high.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the old marijuana sneezes.
Marijuana sneezes.
I'm so high right now.
It looks like you left your Beyblade parked at a legal spot and they impounded it.
No Beyblade parking here. Oh, I'm gonna call the council to get it off.
Yeah,
No rip zone.
no rip zone.
So we just tied up our previous mess and constructed a normal living arrangement, including, of course, a cow leg bone chair. So I got this bone for
What the fuck?
human leg comparison to see what would actually happen if it smashed into your leg.
What kind of human has half a bone in their leg?
Well, it'll still work, you know.
You couldn't spring for the full bone.
Where do you just casually pick that shit up? What kind of grocery store?
tape the bone to the chair.
Oh, okay. So in that way, together with the wood, it becomes a full leg.
It becomes a full leg, exactly.
I understand. Oh, that'd be so much better than doing this whole thing just to leave the stuff. And the bone strapped to a leg.
It looks like a torture scene. It looks like there was a man here with a full body connected to the leg. This thing chopped off everything besides.
That would be so fucking hilarious. Could you imagine them fucking drug dealers coming back to seeing this shit and they're like, what the fuck? Like, cause like, they're in the drug business, not the fucking mob.
I thought we would name it after one of my Patreons.
Okay.
Tommy the Rat King. But I'm just hoping that he's not missing a leg in real life, because that would be the most up way to say thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Here's relieving your trauma.
And then we checked the chainsaw was working. Sounds good?
It sounds like nothing. It sounds like chainsaw.
I think that's because you're deaf.
Oh, yeah.
We just wound the rope onto it and the Beyblade, and it was time for the first test.
Oh, God.
We tell you what we're going to do,
Yeah.
so we know and we don't run into each other. I'll stand here with the chainsaw,
Yeah.
the door. As soon as it gets kind of started and starts spinning fast, I'm going to stand behind this frame.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the rope fully comes off the
Have
Beyblade
a
and
sensor
goes
set
onto
to
the
play Would You
chainsaw,
Like to Play a Game
I'll
when they
send
enter that room.
Then I pull loose.
the thing.
Giving some drug dealers
And then
nightmares.
you and me, I think we should probably
Get out.
get out quite a bit, just in case it like turns on its side, flies through this door,
And comes around. Okay, so we are running away.
We should run away.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys should run away from everything you're fucking doing in this video.
I think I'm just terrified. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Okay, you ready? You recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there any way to nail that to the table?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I can hear it spinning. It was going so.
I was wondering why it hadn't stopped yet. How can you hear it spinning? You got that stuff on your ears.
You can hear it spinning. Should we go look? Yeah, it's just on the floor, not moving.
Not moving? Oh, it's just spinning there. Oh,
I love how they acted like it was like.
Balanced thing.
I love how they ran away acting like that thing was gonna like literally aim for their asses, and it just literally stayed in place.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw something into it. Yeah.
That's okay. Like a nice little tennis serve.
We gotta get it to that. That worked so well. That spun so fast.
Yeah, you're just screaming.
So it definitely works a lot better than before, and as you can tell from my screams, it was also a little more terrifying than before. Almost sounding like a helicopter attempting to take off inside the house. But the rubber tip didn't seem to make a difference, and the Beyblade still just spins in one spot.
No. Let's look at the bottom. Because I dipped the bottom in rubber. Oh, look at that. The rubber's completely gone already.
Damn. Not very good rubber, was it?
Been circumcised.
So we introduced a little
God.
slope to help it out.
Thanks, Tommy, #1 subscriber who donated their leg for this experiment.
So if you guys ever lose a limb, consider donating it to I Did a Thing. I don't ask much from you guys, so it's the least you can do, I reckon.
Wow.
Just one leg.
You've got another one.
I have never said smash that like
Oh, shit.
button.
No.
You know what's fucked up? Is that there's probably like fans of like famous people, like either celebrities or YouTubers or whatever, that would actually do that kind of crazy shit. Like full on send a limb in the mail to them. Like there's people out there like that.
And
once.
now you're calling in that favor and saying, smash that leg. Easy does it.
Easy does it.
Oh
There
yeah,
you
the
go.
fucking floor looked like it got Hulk
Really trying to
smashed.
sneak up to a Beyblade.
Okay. You ready?
Yep. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh, we just make a bigger ramp.
And it managed to hit this lousy melon, but I want more.
Lousy
we do
melon.
know which way it seems to run now, so we did the same setup, but this time placing Tommy's leg right in the Beyblade's path.
Alright, you ready?
You bet I am, boy.
Fucking yaw. Oh my fucking god.
Something happened.
That sounds promising.
That leg is gone.
Yes!
The bone?
The leg is gone!
The fucking thing is gone.
Is it still spinning?
Yeah, look at the chair leg. It's just missing.
It looks like a prank seat.
Yeah, I love how the chair is still just standing. Casual as can be.
Cool.
We got something. Something happened.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah,
I'm sorry.
after all that bullshit,
I don't
something
need to
actually
rate
happened.
Aww. Where's the other part of him? Oh, there it is.
it. Where?
Behind you on the wall.
God. Yeah, I'm watching that on slow-mo now. I can't.
I love how they're making this fucking drug den seem a lot scarier with all their like fucking Beyblade shenanigans. Like
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
And that was the result I wanted to see. The Beyblade easily smashed through the bone and chair leg, sending them flying across the room. Everything about this is absolutely terrifying, especially the speed and the helicopter noise.
That was as well. It just hits it. Boom.
I mean, this is very confusing.
It's just a normal chair.
Absolutely nothing.
What?
Yeah, it's not. It's like
What kind of chairs do these? That is ridiculous.
this is cool drug.
what the hell?
Alright, let's smash some more
I mean,
stuff.
to be fair, what a way to like sell a chair though. Like whoever made this fucking chair, this would be such good advertisement. It's like it even works if you suddenly get a Beyblade in one of the chair legs. You can still use it.
Like a TV.
Please.
Oh, that poor, not the poor TV. That's worth like $1,000 in this economy. Ooh, the TV fought back.
Yes,
TV fought back.
that's the noise.
So much destruction.
And the Beyblade's fine. What's in there?
The fragment of the chair pierced the.
Oh damn!
Wait.
Damn!
So scary because I was considering looking around the corner. Imagine just having.
Oh, get stuck in you. And the glass is still intact.
Yeah, I think the
entire
TV won.
TV's
That
intact. I
fucking
love the old TV.
that fucking canned drink lost.
Yeah, we don't even try to smash it.
Now, I don't really know what
It
I was
wasn't even in the
expecting
fight and
or
it got
what I
hit.
wanted to happen, but I suppose I got it. It did smash some stuff, and it's definitely safe to say if your leg was first cut in half vertically, the Beyblade could then remove it. but for some reason I still feel so unfulfilled.
Oh my god, don't fucking do this shit again!
Do you want to look like me?
Sorry?
Do you want to look like me?
No, I don't. Sorry? No.
Well, I got news for you. This video is sponsored by Keeps, and they help you to prevent your hair from falling out to look at all like me. Do you know that too? I'm a free guy who will have male pattern balls by the time they're 35. I'm
Oh
only
my
19.
god!
The best thing you can do is to prevent hair loss while you still have hair left, and you can treat it from inside your own home.
Sorry, can you?
We deliver it to you every 3 months, so no more awkward doctor visits or pharmacy visits. And best of all, Keeps offers you cheap versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss treatment products out there. Prevention is key, so if you're ready to take action and keep your beautiful, beautiful hair,
Sorry.
then go to keeps.com/idat.
That's me?
Yep, just follow the link below to Keeps, that's KEEPS.com/idat to get 50% off your first order.
Okay. Thank you.
You got beautiful hair, by the way.
Thank you. Good.
What the fuck?
If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other stuff.
That was like one of the most awkward of the sponsorships on here I've seen. Pretty up there, anyway. Oh my god. That was definitely interesting, because like I was not sure what to expect from this video, because I've never watched their stuff. So, yeah, that was apparently a fucking... I'm still amazed by the fucking chair. Like, the fucking chair was like... I'm telling you, that's how you sell a chair. If it got fucking Beyblade to one of the legs of the chair, and you could still sit in it, no problems. That's like genius advertising right there.